Hello everyone, and this is Serenes here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. I'm very excited to bring the second installment of the squad's highlights, guys. Today playing with a new face amongst the mist, amongst Sun and Adam there. We got the Danza, and I'm very excited to deliver Danza in his debut here on Serenes Vids. And Danza is, such a good guy. He's part of Sun's co-op team, their Halo 3 exploits with Blaze, JP and Hokum King, and Sun and Danza is their little co-op squad, and often than not I talk to the co-op boys because I'm in the party waiting to play Fortnite with Sun before and after, so I often get some chats in with Danza. He's a really nice guy and I've really enjoyed the time chatting with him, and it was actually really nice to play a game with him in Fortnite, and this was the first win I got with Danza, so I decided to put it as a part of the highlights for the squad highlights, because I really enjoy making these, and just really nice to have Danza on the channel because I've always enjoyed chatting to him in the parties. He's a really nice guy, and obviously a great speed runner, and generally great at multiplayer, it would appear. So it's really nice to have him on my channel. So and hopefully Danza, when you get time off from co-op, we can play a bit more Fortnite, dude. But yeah, definitely nice to get a win with Danza, and nice to have him here on Serenity's vids. I hope you enjoy, buddy. But always enjoy talking to him. He's a really sound guy, and yeah, just really nice to have him here on the channel. And yeah, also playing with Sun and Adam in this one. Unfortunately, Adam got taken out. And but luckily for us, we were able to recover from all the casualties we had, and still ready to fight. And at this point here, there's one of the solo players is pushing us, so he could have been made a solo player by default, because we may have killed his teammates. But yeah, we were against I think it comes down to like 5 players, and there ends up being 2 solo players that we fight against. And the guy that I downed, funnily enough, to save Sun and Danza, actually ends up just dying in a minute randomly. So I'm guessing that his teammate couldn't get to him to revive him or something like that. So it was a bit odd. He just randomly died, but there you go. It's good for me because I get the kill for it. And at this point here in the gameplay, I wasn't very good at editing stairs, so I just decided to make myself a door, and there you go. As you can see, that guy that I downed just crawls and dies. So yeah. So at this point here, guys, we're looking to just fortify up and stay safe because we're in the zone. We're against 2 other players who are both solo players, but we didn't know that at the time of this gameplay. We thought it might be a team of 2, so we were on the lookout for where they might be and everything. But being a team of 3 and having the numbers advantage, just got to use those and just play safe, really. So at this point here, you can see Sun's starting to apply some pressure with rockets, and the storm's starting to move, so we might see some action now. But yeah, just looking to look around. The only places we haven't searched really is the extra trees on that side and the hill underneath. So I decided to sort of have a look around. Obviously bushes are a bit of a threat, and the only area we haven't really searched is the bottom of the hill, so I decided to go down there, and we looked to destroy all the structures that we don't need anymore, because that's just more places for them to hide. So at this point here, you can see that there was loot from possibly the guy that I downed earlier. And yeah, just generally like a lot of stuff down here that we didn't see, so I try to get all this loot, and actually do get some really good loot here, but unfortunately I don't really get to use them in this gameplay. It's not the most glamorous of finishes from my perspective, but as you can see, there's a scar there which I'm trying to collect, and nice play for me to get it there. Unfortunately I'm not going to use any of that weaponry because it's really Sun and Danza that finished this one off. So at this point I find the last guy that we have to kill, and unfortunately he does double pump me, but then Sun and Danza are on top of their game and spot that and kill him. So there you go, the first win with Danza. Hopefully next time Danza it will be more glamorous, but very nice to have you here on the channels, dude, and had to include it just because playing with the legendary Danza again, this first time win, I just had to include it. Not glamorous by any means, but I've just got to improve on that for next time, Danza. It's my bad, but yeah, really nice to have Danza on the channel. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the intro, Danza. It's really good to have you here on Serenity's vids. And in a moment, we're going to move on to the next set of squaddy highlights. So just showing the stats here, not that they're that good, but did my little part really, I guess, to get us over the line. But yeah, so nice to have the win with Danza right here. So moving on, guys. This is the second game that I wanted to bring of the highlights here. playing with the legendary Royal Hobo, the OG, not the copy that Sun has created. While playing with them both, so, and obviously Adqm on Rare M16. But yeah, really nice gameplay this one as well. This was one in which I got a decent 5 kills whilst playing with the boys, and yeah, some decent fights in this one. You know, well played teamwork from most of us here. Like we're all pretty good about staying together. So we were all sort of focusing on the same thing in this gameplay, which I think is important for squads, because sometimes a 4-player count, it can always lead to, like, you know, a lot of other people going off and sometimes doing their own agenda, you know, doing things that they want to do. So it is good if you can sort of, you know, all focus on things together rather than try and do sort of solo efforts. But yeah, I think we did that quite well in this gameplay of sticking together. You know, we all sort of, most of us were looking at the same thing at the same time. So, you know, but always good to, as well, you know, scout out with individual players from time to time, I guess. But you know, we did well in this respect because we were all sort of together. At this point, I honestly thought I was getting shot from this direction, so I started building this way, but it's actually from behind. So I actually didn't know that. I thought I was getting shot from further afield. It confused me just because I saw the arrow, I think, point to one of the other directions I was facing, and that one behind, then I just, you know, got really confused. But there was actually no one behind from the east side. It was actually just the west, but it felt as if I got shot from this east side, so that's why I was hiding here and just looking around. And, you know, thinking that there was someone there, but there wasn't. It was actually from this direction. But yeah, nice play to react. Obviously, his panic villain did take a bit too much damage there. So at this point here, I see one of the hobos just chilling and looking to stay alive. So I decided to build a nice structure next to him with bricks, so I've got some cover. And see one of the ones that my teammates called out here and managed to put some nice shots. And I do get quite a bit of damage on him, and definitely want to continue with that. And hit another couple of a bit of damage more on him here, and decide to push it because I really need to kill this guy to see what loot he has, so I could do some heals. Hit a nice 66 and take him to the floor there. And further ahead is his teammates, and at this point I think it's one of our teammates pushes in and gets the kill there, so nice play. I think that may have been Adqm, I can't really see on the previous screen because the writing's a bit small, but really nice play from whoever pushed forward there to finish that off. Nice play considering. At this point, I think Hobo's just saying to me, Serenity's man, I got some heals for you, and I'm like, oh sweet dude, yeah, just if you could, that'd be great, kind of thing. So really nice play from him to heal me up there. He says I've got some smalls for you here, so I was really grateful because I could do with some. I think that may have been, I can't tell, sorry, it's sometimes confusing, and the previous screen's really small, I can't see the colours, but in game it's hard because when you look in, you know, look at the player and not looking at their colour on the side, it's really hard to determine who's who in the midst of the moment. I have struggled with it from time to time, but one of the hobos, thank you for dropping me the small shields, it's greatly appreciated. At this point I was saying I could do some medium ammo, but I mean probably enough to, you know, get us through one more fight considering we've got 4 players, but they all just run ahead because they spot something, which is fair enough, I guess. But so I decided to follow suit, and, you know, hopefully I can get some medium ammo from this next fight. Hobo, one of the hobos also drops me a shield pot, so it's really kind from him because I can heal myself back up, and at this point I'm just looking to get to a safe place with the guys. Yeah, there we go, use the bush to equip the shield pot. Nice play. And yeah, just looking to move up with the guys. Over the hill, I think one of our team has spotted something, so we decided to go in that direction. On the shrine there, as you can see, there's a bit of commotion, so we decided to sort of go over there. And a nice builds up from my teammates. I look to follow from that one, being careful here not to take damage from the hill, and looking to follow my teammates as we move in on this fight, on this battle up on the hill. So nice play. And at this point here, just taking careful not to fall from the mountain, and at this point here, find the guy, apply a nice shot, knock him down. There's one more player, but he's surrounded, and there you go, we've won the fight. So nice play from us to build up when we did. Really good plays from my teammates. Found some medium ammo there. It's really important I grabbed that. Yep, well done. And at this point, just looking to heal up again. Unfortunately, I was the one that took the worst of the beating, but you know, I've got bandages. I will survive. So at this point here, just looking to grab everything and grab the grenade launcher. I love grenade launchers in this game, so again, someone being really kind to give me small shields. Thank you, whoever that was. It's greatly appreciated. So able to get a decent amount of health back, and there you go, able to survive another day. So thanks, teammates. Really charitable teammates with the health. Thank you. So at this point here, guys, just looking to reload all my weaponry before we go into the next fight, and yeah, just looking to get fully kitted out before we go, and my teammates already making the move. Fair enough. So I have to follow from behind. So they're looking to push in on a team that they've seen, and at this point here, because I have the grenade launch, I'm like, where are they exactly? Because I can help you, and I can put the final nail on the coffin on these guys, and yeah, just basically looking to help out with my grenade launcher. So as you can see, there's definitely a commotion here, Adam getting involved, and just looking for where they are. Really, it's only a small player count left, 7. I think we're against a team of 3 because we have 4. So we're against a team of 3 still alive. As you can see, there's a lot of building there, so it's likely that this is the team of 3 that we're looking for. And at this point here, I decide to push forward because I want some glory for myself. Just gonna throw that out there. And at this point, my teammates say there's one behind the tree and there's one building further up ahead, so I decide to put nade launch down on the left side as well. And do actually manage to catch one of them there, so it's a really nice play for us because we've got like a couple of them knocked there. And at this point, there's only one guy left that's still standing, and that's a lovely RPG from one of my team there, and we take him out, and there you go, victory royale. And a really nice second win with a Royal Hobo on the channel, so I hope you enjoyed that, Casper. It was nice to get another game with you, buddy, and really awesome to have another successful set of second squaddy highlights, and great installments that they will be. So I've got one final game here in which I capped most of it, playing with Sun and Adam. But yeah, really nice games these. It's nice to include all these highlights because there have been some really awesome moments in squad, and I do enjoy playing as a team of 4 in this game. It can be a lot of fun, so definitely a lot of good stuff to come, and I should be moving on to the next game here shortly. So right here in this next game, guys, another decent game for myself, playing with Adam and Sun in this one, and nice gameplay this one, another 5 kills. I think this was just after the update for Season 3 was implemented, so another nice game here as well. You will get to see a little dance at the end of this one, and a nice one to close off on the squaddy highlights, and managed to cap most of this one actually, so we're going to see most of the battles and plays throughout this game, and it's quite a nice ending as well, this one. Quite a nice couple of battles as we lead our way to this Royale, and some decent sort of strategies from my team and myself in this one. So right here, just moving over to Shifty Shafts and getting ready to engage anyone that might be around. I don't think we actually, I think we might spot someone here. I can't really remember at the time of this video what happened. Perhaps not, or maybe something does happen. I can't remember now, to be honest. I think Adam does get attacked and finishes them himself. So nice play from him. And at this point there, Adam's just getting the whatever he can, the spoils there. And at this point, I just have a little look into Shifty. I think, although it's probably been looted because those guys were here, or that guy, I should say, it was a single player, but. Yeah, as you can see, just looking to wait for my teammates really, decide where we're next going to go. Adam's really kind here. I just say to him, wow man, how have you got that much wood? And I think he said just from killing people, and I was like, great. And because I was going to say there's no way he could have minded in the time that we've had up until this game, and he's kind to drop me like half of it, so really nice play from Adam as a teammate there, because it's always useful to give your teammates material if you can spare it, because obviously it helps them to build and keep themselves alive, and building can buy a lot of time this game as well. So it is really important if you can distribute your stuff evenly across your teammates. It gives you the best chance of survival, I guess. But at this point here, moving up the hill and towards the crate, because we decided to sort of go through this point. I mean, our party, when we play, we're not opposed to really, fighting at tilted towers we've had to, but most of the time when I play with Sun, we'll tend to avoid it, which I can relate to. I mean, every time I've landed there, it's always been difficult to survive. Landing is very hard at Tilted Towers, but that place is always generally a battle zone. It's definitely something that I would like to get more experience of handling by dropping it tilted more often, but it's just generally such a chaotic thing, and it can be annoying sometimes when you always lose a teammate from going there. But if you do survive, it's very rewarding as well. So, but I think it's little things like, the fact that your gun doesn't come out straight away is really annoying. I always get that happen to me when I go there, so it's always a bit of a toss-up in the air whether I'm going to survive or not. So at that point there, one of my teammates pops the crate, either Adam or Son, and at this point here, I can hear like some shots over to this sort of area, and just looking around really, just looking as we pop that crate to see if there was anyone sort of aware of us doing that. And at this point here, I start to see where the shots are coming from. It's building directly ahead of us. So at this point here, I think Sun spots someone inside the complex as well. I really like that play. It's what I wanted to do as well. So I follow Adam in pursuit, and I think Sun's taking a position to our left side as well. Definitely like the way Adam chose at this point in the game, because like the fact is we're right above them here, and it's likely we're going to a very rewarding situation for us to rain down shots on top of them. So at this point here, really nice play from Adam and myself to get that guy knocked, and again Adam looking to apply the pressure. Sun's starting to make a contribution now by moving over, so that's a nice play from him. And as you can see, they're all starting to fall like flies, so it's definitely well timed push from us. And as you can see, we're starting to take quite a few of them out now, and there's actually a load of people fighting here. All of a sudden, in Fortnite, nothing's going on, then everything happens all at once. But at this point here, I did hear footsteps around us. I thought it was from behind me for a second, but there was this guy in front, and just looking to finish him off there, because we want the loot really. So just look to finish him off. His teammates were very close to us, so that's why it's not too bothered really about letting him live and crawl around, just finish him off. And at the back, Adam spots him here, put a couple of shots just to help him out, and he finishes that guy. And as you can see, we've pretty much got everyone down there. So at the end of that, we finished them all off, and there we got the loot, and I got a scar out of it, so that's nice. So, or did I have a scar prior? I can't remember, I might have done. But at any rate, we got some better loot, so that's nice. It's good for us to have all the better loot. I may have had a scar before, it's just bad awareness from me, sorry. It's been a while since, at this point here, I think I was just asking some medium ammo. It's really kind of him to drop me some, because I really needed it, so thanks for that, buddy. And as you can see, I'm just looking to push up my team as we move towards the final few zones here, and really good battle from us there previously to deal with all that, individual stuff that was going on there. It was a really nice play. At this point, as you can see, we're just looking to get up on top of probably going to go for on top of that hill, because it's in a nice area to the zone, and we can just set up there. And as we can see here, it's a 6-player count now, so we could be against a team of 3. So it could be a 3-on-3. So we want to fortify up as best as we can in terms of making ourselves secure, and all staying together as well. It's a good idea to build forts and things inside the zone, but also sometimes it's advantageous to have all the materials you need for survivability in terms of the panic build. So both situations, I'm happy to do either kind of attack in the final section of the game. At this point here, you can see the crate directly ahead, and there's a few more crates that drop behind us as well. So at this point here, we were looking at, Adam and I were thinking of pushing that, but the only place we haven't researched is tilted in this sort of mountain area, and it's still quite a big area to cover for a 3 against 3, assuming that they are a team of 3. I think actually it's a team of 2 and 1 solo player. So it's quite a lot of area to cover, and we decide that because 2 crates are coming towards us, we're going to stay in that area, which I think is the better play. It's obviously better to stay with my teammates and drift, and just keep an eye on that crate to that south side that I was looking at, because I just wanted to make sure that I had sort of bearings of where they might be pushing from. At this point here, you can see my terrible internet starting to take its effect. Unfortunately for us, my connection just can't hold its own when I try to record these games. So that's why I'm happy I'm getting my last batch out of videos recently, because I just can't take any more recording at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, really nice play to, at least for me, to get these videos when they do happen, when I'm able to control the lag. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to get into Sun's base because he gives me a shield pot, which is really nice from him. It's like I said, it's always good to make your teammates as strong as they can be in the final section of the game. Gives you a good chance of survival. You never know, that might be the couple of extra shots that guy needs to stay alive. So really nice play from Sun to give me that. It's really important to make your team as strong as you can. Like I said earlier, it's important to work as a team and give that advantage when warranted or when needed. So definitely good plays to do that. So at this point here, I'm just looking for us to fortify our base a little bit because I've got the bricks, so I might as well. And at this point here, I think Adam calls out where one of them is, so I decide to push forward a little bit. As you can see, in the time that we've been sorting ourselves out, there is one player less, so I think that the team of two here that remains killed that guy, and they're the people who we're now against. So as you can see, they're starting to build up on us here. They were late runners to the storm from Tilted, so they were inside at the Tilted Tower area. At this point here, one of them lands a pretty good rocket on me, so I have to start building up again, which is a nice play from him. It did cause me some fall damage. It made me, disorientate myself for a bit. At this point, I decide that he's just at an awkward point for me to shoot him, so I decide to push overhead a little bit. Bit silly to take full damage there, but still able to get the kill, so it's a nice play. Did catch him by surprise because he didn't notice me straight away, so at least that worked out. There quickly could have taken the gold scar, but I just wanted to get this guy quickly because I knew where he was. And to be honest with you, I was glory chasing for this final kill because I wanted to end the game on 5 kills, if I'm honest, so that's why I was pushing so aggressively as I was. So there you go, guys, the first victory from Adam, Sun and myself on the Season 3 update. As you can see, I'm doing the little dance, and I hope you enjoyed the second instalment of Squad Highlights. I'll be back with another instalment of this nice series, along with my other duos gameplays from Solarity's Manjaro and also Some 100, where I've been playing with both of them, and I hope you look forward to that, guys. This was Serenities, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.